Wetlands for Life. All life is directly or indirectly dependent on wetlands. The loss of these areas will result in the destruction of its biodiversity, which will endanger the whole ecosystem and threaten the livelihoods of indigenous people like the Tharus, Bhote, Majhi, Mushahar and Mulla. These are wetlands, defined as naturally created or man-made areas of marshes, bogs, floodplains, shallow coastal areas, ponds, lakes that are no deeper than 6 feet. Wetlands are the most productive ecosystem in the world. Their importance lies in ecological, economic, cultural and recreational values. Wetlands provide people with important income-generating opportunities. Like the kidneys in the human body, wetlands filter and purify sources of drinking water like lakes, ponds, springs and underground water bodies. In recent years, wetlands have been a prime focus of recreation and research studies. Every year, the wetlands of Nepal have attracted a large number of tourists due to its scenic beauty and biodiversity. This has not only contributed to the development of tourism industry in our country, but also supported local people in income-generating activities. As in the rest of the world, wetlands in Nepal have significant human use values. These wetland ecosystems are home to various species of plants and animals. Wetlands are the natural habitat of most of the endangered animals in the world. They have been the reproduction grounds of aquatic animals, amphibians and reptiles. In Nepal, only 5% area of the total land surface is covered by water bodies, of which 3.3% are ponds, lakes or marshes. There are innumerable wetlands from the Himalayas to the Tarai. Most of the important wetlands have yet to be identified. Till date, 163 wetlands have been identified in the Tarai and 87 wetlands in the hilly region. In the northern part of the country, glacial lakes form many wetlands. Various government and non-government organizations are carrying out wetland studies throughout the country. Though geographically Nepal is a small country, it has its own unique importance in the world from a biodiversity perspective. The rich biodiversity of this country has contributed to rank Nepal in the 25th position in the world and 11th position in Asia, where biodiversity of wetlands play a significant role. Nepal has been the natural and indigenous habitat of 122 endangered species of animals and 172 species of fish. 17 species of legally protected plants are found in the wetlands of this country. 193 birds, including migratory species, are found in the birding heavens in primary wetlands of Nepal. Wetlands have also played a significant role in the development of the Tarai, the rice bowl of the country, which is often known as the backbone of the national economy. About the importance and benefits of wetlands, one of the inhabitants of wetlands from the Tarai region says,
मान्छे कृषि पेशामा आधारित छन् र यो ताल क्षेत्रमा रहेका पानीहरुबाट उनीहरुले सिंचाई सुविधा लिन्छन्। यसबाट माछा, कछुवा आदिबाट जुन मानिसलाई चाहिने तत्त्व हो त्यसलाई पनि उपयोग गरिरहेका छन् जस्तो यहाँ रहेका घाँस दाउराहरूको पनि उपयोग गरिरहेका छन्
Although wetlands play an extremely important role in the existence of biosystems, they are in great danger of disappearing because of the population pressure and high dependence of local community on wetland resources for their livelihood. Environmental degradation in these areas is a prime concern. Recognizing the urgent need for conservation, the Convention on Wetlands was held in 1971 for the conservation of biodiversity in wetlands throughout the world. Nepal became a member of the Convention on Wetlands in 1987. This convention assigned the member countries the responsibility of protecting and promoting important wetlands within their national boundaries. They were asked to identify important wetlands and promote its conservation and wise use. As a member country, Nepal also proposed the Ramsar Bureau for the declaration of Koshi Tapu Wildlife Reserve as a Ramsar site. Hence, in 1987, Koshi Tapu Wildlife Reserve, situated in Sunsari district and covering 17,500 hectares of land, was designated as the first Ramsar site in Nepal. His Majesty's Government of Nepal appointed the Department of National Parks and Wildlife Conservation as the national focal point for the conservation of wetlands in Nepal. In 2003, another 3 wetlands, Bis Hazari Lake in Chittauan, the Jagdishpur Reservoir in Kapilvastu, and Ghodaghodhi Lake in Kailali district were added to the Ramsar list. Of the 4 wetlands listed as globally important Ramsar sites in Nepal, 3 are in the Tarai Arc Landscape, Nepal. The Tarai Arc Landscape Program is being implemented by the Ministry of Forest and Soil Conservation through the Department of National Park and Wildlife Conservation and the Department of Forest in collaboration with various partners. This landscape-level conservation initiative is important for its rich biodiversity. Of the 242 identified wetlands in Nepal, more than 130 fall under the Tarai Arc landscape. Besides the mighty Koshi River, other important river systems such as the Narayani and Karnali also fall in the Tarai Arc landscape. Among the most endangered wildlife species identified by the Tarai Arc Landscape Program, more than 50% are fully dependent on wetlands. Realizing the significance of freshwater resources and wetland conservation, WWF Nepal program has initiated its work on freshwater issues since October 2004. Ghodaghodhi Lake is one of the Ramsar sites in the Tarai Arc landscape where WWF Nepal program joined hands with the Department of National Parks and Wildlife Conservation to initiate the management of wetland resources together with the local community.
यो घोडाघोडी भनेको महिलाको मात्र पनि सम्पत्ति हो, पुरुषको नि सम्पत्ति हो, तपाईहरुको यो घोडाघोडी वरिपरिको मान्छेको त सम्पत्ति हो। तर यो नेपाल भरिका मान्छे पनि के हो यो सम्पत्ति हो। हामीले जोगाउन सक्यो भने हामी त अब कति बाँच्छौं होला र 20 वर्ष बाँच्लौं, 10 वर्ष बाँच्लौं। हाम्रो छोराहरुले पनि अहिले जस्तो देखाएको छ यो भन्दा राम्रो देख्न पाउनु पर्यो नि। परेन? नातिले पनि हामीले जसरी यो देख्न पाएको छ नि, हामीले यहाँ जसरी रमाइलो गर्न पाएको छ, हाम्रो नातिहरुले नि त्यो गर्न पायो भने बल्ल हाम्रो नातिले हाम्रो हजुरबा हजुरआमालाई माया गर्छ। नत्र त नातिले पनि हामीलाई माया गर्छ त? हाम्रा बुढाबुढी बेमानी रहेछन् भनेर गाली गर्छन्।
Whereas the Tarai wetlands are rich in biodiversity and have a direct link with the livelihood of the local people, Mountain wetlands have unique scenic beauty and are known as the storehouse of freshwater resources for billions of people downstream. WWF Nepal program has initiated a field study to prepare inventory of high-altitude wetlands situated above 3,000 meters. This study will contribute to the goal of Sacred Himalayan Landscape Program envisioned by the WWF Nepal program together with other conservation partners. In recent years, wetland conservation has been clearly identified as a priority for biodiversity conservation in national policy and planning frameworks in Nepal. His Majesty's Government of Nepal has already put into place the National Wetlands Policy 2003 for the conservation and proper management of wetlands. Besides the formation of this policy, we must give even greater importance to its effective implementation. Immediate scientific fieldwork and raising awareness among local communities must be carried out for the proper management and the wise use of wetlands. The important role of many communal wetlands such as rivers and lakes for local livelihoods, especially for some of the poorest and most marginalized communities, are also being better understood and recognized in Nepal, as are the cultural, spiritual and heritage aspects of wetlands. It is important to remember that conservation and wise use of wetlands cannot be separated. Activities that threaten wetlands must be legally prohibited and socially discouraged, because if wetlands are in danger, so are we. After all, wetlands are for life.